Do you remember those fun little tattoos you used to stick on yourself with a little bit of water when you were a kid? Well, there's a transfer that's just like them. Let me show you how to use it in this 10-minute video. So in today's short video, I'm going to show you this tiny project, which I painted and then added a water slide transfer to. We're going to talk all about water slide transfers and how you can use them in your furniture painting journey. This little box is a Bombay style decor box. It's not small and it has some minor structural repairs that will need to get done with tightening up the legs, but it's a cutie, so let's flip it and make it colorful. As always, begin your projects by cleaning with white lightning and inspecting. These little legs are attached by Allen keys on the bottom, so I just needed to tighten them up so they wouldn't be wobbly. Due to the surface of this little piece being very slick and shiny, it's a plastic modified MDF board. I'm going to require bonding boss, 2 even coats of bonding boss before we begin to paint, waiting 24 hours before you start. This is your gripping primer for anything slick or shiny or any possible tannin and bleed through. Don't forget to wait that 24 hours. It's very, very important to have this cure hard before you begin to paint. Today's color choice is called English Ivy. It is a really pretty green. This is a chalk mineral paint from Dixie Belle. It's low VOCs, water-based, super easy to use. You're simply going to brush it on with a smooth brush and apply 2 even coats. Painting right over top of that bonding boss. If you like, you can sand lightly in between coats of paint to make sure that it's nice and smooth, but that is not a necessary step. This beautiful, deep and rich color will require 2 full coats, especially over top of that bonding boss, which is light in color. This chalk mineral paint is super versatile. You can lay it on nice and smooth like you see me doing here in the video, or you can pounce it on and create some texture. You can even use a couple of colors and create a gorgeous ombre blend. This is what the project looks like with 1 coat of paint. Coming in on the second coat, you'll see me use a spray misting bottle filled with water to keep my paint a little bit thinner and give me more of a smooth finish. All right, let's start with your transfer. Now, before you even touch the transfer, make sure your painted surface is completely dry and cured for at least 24 hours. If you don't wait and you lay that down and your paint is not fully cured, any trapped moisture from fresh paint can really mess with the transferred adhesion. This is the Baroque Swirls Water Slide Transfer, and this is exactly what is inside your package. There are image sheets inside of each transfer. Remember, this is not a burnishing transfer. This is a water slide transfer. There's no tool enclosed. You will need a pair of scissors, a burnishing tool, something like a thingamajig, which is a silicone tool that I use to push the water, and also a rag or some sort of towel to put the water on top of your project. You're going to take your transfer and place it down onto your project piece with the color side facing down and the gray side facing up. The gray markings that you see here on the back are specifically there to help you eyeball and align the graphics perfectly before you get things wet. Now that you have lined up your transfer with the image side down, you're going to take a wet lint-free rag or a sponge and generously, I mean talking like soak it wet, and apply that water directly to the white and gray paper backing. For your best results, you're going to want to take that fully saturated wet rag and leave it on top of the paper to make sure that it stays completely soaked. You can see here in the video that I'm going to keep going until all of the white has kind of disappeared, and you can see that all of the water has soaked into the paper. That water that you're pushing down and soaking into the paper is the thing that releases the image from the backing paper. All right, now that you've done this, you're going to let the water sit and work its magic for about 3 minutes. If you're doing like a huge full set design, you can let it sit for up to 12 minutes. And while this sits, you're going to use a burnishing tool like the thingamajig that you see me using here, which is just a silicone tool that's nice and smooth. It's not going to tear your paper, and you're going to lightly brush it across the backing. I like to hold the paper steady with your other hand so it doesn't slip around. I also like to leave that saturated watery towel or rag or whatever it is that you're using, a sponge, and leave it sit right there on top of this surface, knowing that the longer it sits, the easier the image is going to release. Don't worry, all of these instructions are located on the back of your package. When you purchase it, you can refer to them at any time. I want you to peel up the corners slightly to see if the image has adhered to your project. You can really see this when you kind of go from the side and peel up and gently look. It's almost like it's spongy under there. You can see how the image sits nice and flat on the surface versus sticking to the backing paper. Because if it's still sticking, leave it wet, leave it longer. You can really just wait until that image comes right off. You can see me here peeling back gently and having a little peek and making sure that it's stuck down, and then peeling back gently to leave that image onto your project. What I love about these transfers is the shine. You can get some serious metallic shine on your projects when you use a water slide transfer. Then you can simply seal it down as you would your regular painted surface using your satin clear coat. I don't like to use wax on top of a transfer that's metallic because you're going to lose some of that shine. Well, that's it for a water slide transfer. What do you think of this cutie patootie little project? These water slide images are super detailed and I am loving that metallic shine. Thanks for watching my 10-minute tutorial. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll come back in and answer them for you. Make sure to hit like and subscribe for short videos every Wednesday.